graduation to each and every one of you. Thank you for helping make my first year at Lakey ISD a great one. I will miss seeing your smiling faces in the hallway, even when you should have been in class. I will miss the high fives that you all know I cannot reach. And I will miss the constant pop-in to see me. Well, not necessarily to see me, but to see if I have snacks. Thank you for welcoming me as your new principal and sharing this part of your story with me. The knowledge and experiences you have gained while here at Lakey ISD will serve you as a solid foundation upon which you will build your dreams. As you go on your respective paths, remember the values that have guided you thus far. Congratulations once again, class of 2023. The future is yours, and I have no doubt that you will make it shine brightly. Please stand as we have the posting of colors by our honored graduates of the class of 2027, Ray Putin. Congratulations to you. You should know that your support through this process made an impact. I'm sure you're very proud of your graduates as they close this chapter of their lives and prepare for their next steps. Graduation is one of those steps in life that defines the coming of age. It is the ending of one era of life and the beginning of another, whether you are moving on to college or joining the workforce. I'm sure many of you have firm plans and know exactly what you want to become. Some of you have none at all. So dream big, work hard, be fearless, and you will figure it out. Like Dr. Seuss says, if you get a chance, take it. If it changes your life, let it. Nobody said this would be easy. They just said it would be worth it. The coming times will be exciting. They will be trying, but where you end up will all depend upon you and your determination. I too stood on this very field almost 31 years ago today, eager to begin my journey. I remember hoping the speech wouldn't be too long, but before we officially recognize you as graduates, let's look back on your years in school and what all you've learned. You have learned how to correct run-on sentences with commas and semicolons from the countless papers you've had to write, and how to work together on many projects, and how to study for those hundreds of exams and learned in the early years of elementary. Well, several of you learned this lesson the hard way when someone, and I won't name the names, made the poor decision to stomp this really nice lunchbox flat during lineup time after recess for no apparent reason. And I am told that still to this day, the lecture and the punishment you received is remembered to pick your friends carefully. Everyone needs friends that have your back and come to your aid when you need them. One of you learned this the hard way when you fell through the ceiling of the upper part of the old stage and broke and ran instead of coming to help you. Why he was in the upper part of that stage, I still question, and it is probably an entirely different story than I was told. Again, choose your friends wisely. You have hopefully all learned a great deal from the numerous extracurricular activities in which you have participated. From helping with food drives, playing in the band, being a member of FFA or 4-H, participating may be times of too many difficulties and just not enough smooth sailing. Your true success will be defined by how you handle both the rough waters as well as those calm seas. When you have these difficulties, it's okay to feel that. Have a little pity party. Just make it short. Then get up, pull yourself together. When asked what advice she would give, she had a quick and simple answer. She said in the words of her 4th grade English teacher, Mrs. Tree, for whom your current elementary building is named for, whatever you do in life, do your best. If you are digging ditches, then dig the best ditch you can, and no one can ask any more of you than that. And as you graduate and take on new challenges, the important thing is you have already taken the initial steps needed to build a more promising future. Every class, lab, essay, test, every win and every loss have all prepared you to face your challenges head on. It's a tough world out there. Nothing will be handed to you. You have to earn it. And I can promise you, it will mean more to you because you did. I would like to leave you tonight with 5 rules that a special young lady who was a former valedictorian of Lakey ISD recently taught me, and that you should try to follow the rest of your life. Number 1, empathize with others because you never know what other people are going through. Number 2, stay strong and persevere because even after those
Glenn and Pee Wee Clark, grandparents Karen Clark and Cody Nauman, as well as numerous great aunts and uncles, and cousins from the Clark, Chisholm, and Nauman families throughout this journey. To our families, who have stood by us through thick and thin, thank you for unwavering love and encouragement. Your sacrifices and belief in us have been the foundation of our success. We wouldn't be here without you. Next, I want to express my deepest appreciation to our incredible teachers. But wherever we go, let us remember the lessons we've learned and perseverance. It has shown us that failure is not at the end, but an opportunity for growth. And it has taught us that success is not measured solely by grades or achievements, but by the impact on the lives of our dreams. Let us be compassionate, empathetic, and strive to make a positive difference in the lives of those around us. Let us embrace diversity, inclusion, and stand up for what we believe in. Class of 2023, as we bid farewell to the familiarity of these hallways, let us remember that this is not the end, but the beginning of a new, exciting chapter. Let's embrace the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead, knowing that we have prepared to overcome them. I have no doubt that each and every one of you has the potential to.
Ansley will be following in the footsteps of her Aggie father and is eager to become a Texas A&M
2023. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Ansley Shoemaker. It would not have been possible for me to be up here standing, giving this speech without the help of many people by my side the entire time. I would like to say thank you to all of our teachers for putting up with us when we were in our prime. The biggest impact of my life. He made me believe in myself like no one before. He loved bigger than you've ever seen, and he would have been the first one out on this field to congratulate every single one of you. I would also like to say thank you to both my mom and my dad. I would not be standing up here today giving this speech if it were not for the late night study sessions and always encouraging me to strive for excellence in everything in my life. I would also like to say thank you to my brother, who's been one of the best role models I could ask for. Well, sometimes. Last year, I was going through a tough time at home, and I told Miss Goebel, I want to be the valedictorian. She looked at my grades and laughed at me. She did not think I could pull it off. Well, As Jimmy Lovine says, you do not have to be smarter than the next person. All you have to do is be willing to work harder than the next person. I encourage not only our Lake ISD graduates here tonight, but everybody attending, that working hard will more than likely always give that you are a classmate of mine. It seems like just the other day, we were in elementary, and the big question was, what do you want to be when you grow up? We all answered, astronauts, firefighters, doctors. It was a Walmart checker, but oh well. Now, 12 long years later, we have more realistic answers, like game wardens, athletic trainers, pediatricians, teachers, and nurses. We've done some growing up, or at least. As I said earlier, the administration could not always keep us in check. We all had our own time to shine. For example, whenever Austin cut the cords in the ag shop, and then got thanked because the ag teacher at the time really needed a new computer. Most of the exciting things seemed to happen in the ag shop, or when we had a sub. Isn't that right, Tri? There was also the incident in the old gym when we were getting decorations for the 8th grade dance. If you know, you know, and if you don't, well then you can ask one of us sitting here about it. One thing that I promise, every single is just like working an 8 to 4 job, except we didn't even get paid. I know for a fact that there were many late night study sessions over the big exam that we forgot about that is tomorrow. Many mental breakdowns because you cannot figure out a math problem, and Coach Dutton is too busy talking, make new friends, live a little, and let free. But always remember,
as principal of Lakeview Schools, I hereby certify to the superintendent and the board of trustees that each of these students